Let's talk some Lakers, man. Let's talk this run that Malik Monk. LeBron has been on an insane run right now. I mean, we're gonna give props to that. A lot of people have all over, but can we talk about this run that Malik Monk is on? And because that's the thing
is 3 games.
What do you mean he's averaging 25 over the last 8 games, something like that? 20.
No, in the last 3 games, he's only averaging the last 20 games. I mean, over 20 plus points. It's only been 3 games because he just came back. I want to say 2 weeks ago.
You're talking about, but I'm just saying, look how much better they look with him. Can we talk about is he finally emerging? Could he be this player? Could he be a key player on this team? Or is this just until AD and them get back and then he's just going to be reduced to, because like I said, he looks like he's finally, they have some consistency for the first time in some time. I mean, LeBron has been dragging them to wins lately, and these run here with Malik, he had, he's been back since Christmas. He had 20, 25, 15, 18, 22, 24, and 29 since Christmas. So
I
think that's a pretty good run that I don't think anyone predicted from Malik.
I think go ahead.
I was just gonna say, playing alongside LeBron. I mean, when you don't have AD anymore, I mean, LeBron's gonna need somebody else to score. So I mean, of course, Malik's gonna. This time is for him to step up. I mean, I'm not saying that he's not. To answer your question, no, I don't think he's legit yet. But okay. I mean,
that's what we're trying to figure out, right? Is who is there any, because who's going to have to come back to help LeBron?
I mean, it's obvious. The obvious question is the obvious answer has got to be AD, because I mean that's what the whole purpose of them bringing AD to the Lakers was for him to carry the load and not LeBron to carry the load. But it's been vice versa. LeBron's been having to do everything compared to AD, who's been hurt. So. But like I said, just go back to your question. No, I don't think he's legit right now. But I mean, is he showing progression? Of course he is. I mean, he just had 29 points against the Hawks. I mean, that's cool. He got 29 points on 30 shots. That's not bad. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, he's showing progression. But I mean, I feel like anybody that's been playing alongside LeBron is going to show some type of improvement, especially in the shooting wise, because they're going to be open. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, that being said, yeah, and so in the shooting, but at the same time, we've seen guys like Kuzma and Ingram bring back revive their careers a little bit elsewhere. So it just depends. Some guys mesh with LeBron and some guys don't. We see that. And Westbrook, right? We've been watching Westbrook play, and even though they win some, lose some, do you get the vibe that him and Westbrook mesh? And that's what we're trying to find is who meshes with LeBron? Who are the players besides AD that is going to make this team a contender again? And I feel like Malik could be one of them players.
Yeah, I'm not saying he can't be one of those players, but I'm just saying right now, I mean, you can't just say he's that guy just off of a couple of games. I mean,
I'm not. No, I'm not. But I'm just saying, could he? And Nico, what you got?
I think he definitely could be I think the reason he's so successful with them right now because he's a shooter. He's a shooter, and I think when AD comes back, Russ, when he turns down those turnovers, I mean, they're tough to beat because because Russ is not giving him the ball back, making crazy turnovers or being out of control, and then you get to the hole and then you don't know what you're doing. So I definitely think I think you have to have him in as a fourth option, when those guys come back. I think, you're going to have to get him some open shots, pick and roll. Him and AD, pick and roll. If that big comes up, AD go to the hole, dunk it. You just have to, all they really need is effort. That's all the Lakers really need. And they haven't had much lately.
But that's my thought is if Malik Monk isn't legit, right? If you don't think he can make them, then who can? Obviously, like I said, AD, 100% healthy AD, sure. But are we going to see 100% healthy AD all year? I don't know if we're going to see him this year at 100%. So that being said, someone's going to have to step up. And I'm not sure that I'm seeing that from anyone else. I mean, Melo has nice games. Dwight Howard has nice games. Westbrook has nice games. But are you seeing a guy who steps up and takes over a role like Malik has the last couple games? And I don't think we have.
Can you say
I
that
think-
about Austin Reeves as well? Because before Austin Reeves got hurt, he was stepping up in the clutch for the Lakers. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. He could have been an option as well for the Lakers. So, I mean, Lakers do still have a few pieces that's out that there are people that can still step up and help them make the playoffs. They got Chris Nunn out. I think Bradley might have just went out. Johnson's still out. But, I mean, like I said,
yeah, I truly believe if they don't have a third option, if you really think they don't have a third option, like a guy that's just they can plug in like it's consistent every game, then I don't think they're contenders. That's my point. I don't think the Lakers are serious contenders this year if they don't have that third option. And I'm not seeing that consistency from any where you can 7-game series, you can get that from anyone else on this team. I'm not seeing that. And I'm not saying Malik is that guy yet, but he's showing signs that he can be that guy possibly. I don't see 7 straight games where guys are averaging 20, 22 points a game, on anywhere this season besides Malik. So that being said, if that's the case, then I don't think they're real contenders. That's my take on them.
I mean, I'll be honest, I don't think they're contenders right now anyway. I mean, to be honest with you, just with how everything has been going throughout the season, these first 35 games. So, I mean, until they fix their problems on the defense, on the turnovers, all that, I mean, they're just not going to be contenders regardless of whoever scores. So, I mean, until they get all that fixed, I mean, all that is not even going to matter.
What you got, Nico? We got that fancy house with a piano in the back. What you got for us?
I'm just living my best life, man.
Hey, we should all stop by. We should all stop by Nico's house right now. Just
We should.
Just y'all two. I don't need everybody else who ever watched this video. I don't need you to know. Don't be trying to pull up on me because I'll call the cops. No, this ain't that. Yeah, but I think honestly, you got to give Malik Monk the green light because, like you say, we don't know if AD is going to be healthy. We don't know how healthy he will be when he comes back. But I think with Malik Monk, he stretches the floor because Russ and LeBron are pretty much one and the same. They're both drivers. Russ, he gets to the hole, he gets trapped, or he's a little out of control at times. But you gotta give Malik Monk the green light. Like, look, we're gonna get you your touches because you're a shooter. We gotta stretch the floor. We gotta stretch the floor. Russ, he gonna do what he do. Hopefully he can, bring them turnovers down, cut them in half. If you can shoot, if you don't give the ball up at all, that's great. But you're gonna give it up at least, come on, bro. Cut it down. Stop taking a rebound and trying to be a one-man fast break. It don't work like that. Just take your time. That's all you gotta do. But as far as Malik Monk goes, just give him the green light, man. Like, hey, and until AD comes back, we'll figure that out when he comes back. But for now, you the scoring option. You're the shooter.
And I'm about to say, I do agree with what John was saying, somewhat trying to find out, like, who is Malik meshing with LeBron? It do seem like they do mesh with that pick and pop, though.
Because he's a shooter.
You're right. That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, it do seem like they mesh with that. And if you want to say somebody else can be an option, why not give Dwight Howard a chance? Last game, he gave you 14 or 14.
Yeah, so that's my point, right? Is like, I'm not asking him to give us 25 every game. I'm saying, can he give us 17, 18 in the playoffs? Can he be that guy? We'll see.